Who's playing some GodFall? You're playing some GodFall? I'm not playing some GodFall. I'm doing some maths. With that being said, what I have done today is just a little bit of testing, not a whole lot. I don't have a lot of patience and passion for doing this. I kind of want to do it, but I kind of would rather be playing GodFall at the same time. But what I decided was I'd take it a few small steps at a time. And with that being said, here is some of the math that I came up with. The first test that I did was how elemental damage behaves with our light attack. And it's pretty much just like it says. I did a light attack for 188 damage, and after I added 14% damage, I got 215. The actual change was slightly over 14%. I don't know if that changes as you stack more percent or not, but that is what I found. The next one that I checked out was, will added damage on ailment add damage to a weapon proc? And the answer is it depends on the weapon proc. In this case, this weapon proc from Thoronihir's Talons does scale with added damage on ailment. Its effect is whenever you hit an enemy with a charged heavy attack, unleash a shock wave that deals 1,820 air damage with a 30-second cooldown. Now, I do not know all the weapons that scale on their procs, but I can tell you the two pole arms that create sentinels, one a void sentinel, one a electric sphere sentinel, they do not scale. They are a set in stone amount of damage. I'd also like to mention that the pole arm Soramax Fang that does the electric sphere that does damage, that says it's on a cooldown of 15 seconds, does not seem to be on a cooldown that's 15 seconds. I did not test how long it would take, I just know it's not 15 seconds. I will say it is more than 30 seconds. I didn't want to wait any longer than that. I just moved on. So, going back to the proc from the dual blades, that was 1,821 damage. What I found was with the percentage added on ailment, that it is not quite 1%. Up to a certain percentage, and that percentage is still unknown to me, I didn't test it that far, but up to a certain percentage, it is actually 1% equals 0.998637297 of a percent. What does that mean? That means you're getting less than you are told you are, up to a point. I did test this up to 217%, and that number changed at that point. I do not know where exactly it changed, but at 217%, you still get less than 1% per point. But that number does change as you get different results. So, at 27%, that 1,821 damage from the charged proc of the dual blades turned into 2,312 damage. And again, I doubled that and went to 54%. 54% produced 2,803 damage, which is right along the lines of my numbers. So the last thing that I will cover today was what the added damage on ailment would do on your secondary weapon. And I tested it out with a weapon that added another 27%, making my total 81% at that point. And what I found was the secondary weapon stats do not affect the primary. So when I did my charge attack of 1,821, I only got the primary increase with a total damage of 2,803, which was an increase of 53.92641406%, right along the lines of the numbers I came up with earlier. So, little disclaimer here, I am by no means a mathematician, and the few hours I took to try to figure all of this out is not conclusive. It is not fact. It is not enough to base all of your decisions on, obviously. However, I did think it would give some people some ideas about how the game is working currently. Also, I would like to say that all of this testing was done with dual blades. Each weapon may have its own different variable numbers that I am unaware of. More testing to come. I do plan to do this more as time goes on. I will call this series Minute Mechanics with Mike T. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.